What is possible when you experience true power of your light and freedom? This week, I decided to combine both, talking about light and freedom, because of that transition from September to October. Where September was all about the light and October will be about the freedom. And we still have a few weeks left where I can explore more on different parts of freedom, from physicality of it, a mental, emotional, and spiritual journey. So, what the main topic around the light and freedom I want to explore is to touch upon a very dear to our heart, and it's so challenging to transform, is the self-sacrifice. And why it's so challenging to really transform that, I it's been my actually life journey where I experience in my life so much of that self-sacrifice. That's how I was brought by my parents. I thought that moving to US, that was the ideal for my parents to experience more of that lightness and less of that self-sacrifice, and the true freedom always were coming kind of short because of the limitation of the mind, limitation of the skills, new culture, new language that created that was necessary to continue that self-sacrifice, to somehow hoping for the best, that it will break through and somehow some miracle will happen. And I thought, like, well, the parents created that foundation, let's expand that and go to formal education, that I will somehow create less of the self-sacrifice. And that the education is not really meant to create more light, but get you more into certain beliefs that will get you potentially a job. And the job is not a real freedom because you're working for the benefits of somebody else, and the treatment for years, and becoming worse and worse how, unfortunately, the employers treating their employees, when the employees are the greatest assets. There are some good conscious companies that are really taking care of their employees, and they really thriving and expanding their business. And there's still quite a lot that somehow didn't come to that realization. They keep operating from that ideal of they have to self-sacrifice themselves, and their employees have to self-sacrifice to build something. And unfortunately, becoming a very hard thing to accomplish, when somehow through all that hard work and pushing, people breaking down and creating even more issues with the environment. So I somehow wake up sooner to not allow so much. I did have some experience during my school years, having some experience of a corporate environment, and was keep feeling that it's not really a good place for me. So once I was really finish the formal education and start looking for something that I would enjoy to do, uh, it was creating a lot of self-sacrifice. I was told to my face that I have to self-sacrifice myself, that as a salary employee I will be just paid 40 hours, but I have to work. I don't have a choice for 70 hours for that employer. And that's kind of the thing that is happening. And it's people agree to it, and I made a freeing choice of not agreeing to it, and finding a better solution for myself, that it will make it a more right for me. I started a real estate career that lasted for about 20 years. Back in 2017, it was getting to the point because I felt free and also caged to a certain degree in a lot of self-sacrifice in that industry. It's so easy with all the challenges through the real estate process that you're going through, dealing with a lot of people, to somehow give in to the self-sacrifice and not paying attention of your own needs, and many times self-sacrificing the family. That can be very detrimental to that experience. And I experienced that multiple times. I was taking some breaks to somehow recover and keep moving forward with that. However, 2017 was somehow a year that a decision had to be made. Do I really want to continue that route, or something has to change? And with some personal developments and gaining more clarity on my vision, what I would love to experience in my life, my purpose. I that was written, and I was keep rereading that daily to somehow uh, register in my brain that's where I'm going, and experience some beautiful experiences. And that was just becoming an ongoing journey. I choose to remain. I just it was a matter of changing the environment to go to a different brokerage in real estate, to experience a different environment and be able to somehow thrive a little bit more. Gave myself some promotions of actually receiving more based on the commission structure that was implemented in that environment. So that was helpful, and it lasted another 8 years. However, once at the same time, my personal development that led me to spiritual journey start evolving on a deeper level. I was keep being called to a higher calling, and couldn't anymore like just trying to run two of those things. I made the attempts and to do that, and it seems like it required even more self-sacrifice for me to create some results. So I got to the point that became becoming so expensive to run a couple of businesses at the same time, to maintain the real estate business and consulting business, where I decided to expand more in that and put some more significant investment. That decided that I get to kind of make some business decisions and really decide more from the logic as well. And that was actually being kind of guided to do that after a while, but some logic felt like, okay, I need some more closure. I get to kind of bring a little bit extra money to somehow pay down some obligation, and it wasn't happening. And it got to the point that no matter what, I get to kind of really find some way how to start saving money and stop blowing money on the expenses, and without kind of like seeing that it can create some income fairly quickly. I put some patience to it, and at some point decided that it's not something I want to continue self-sacrificing myself. I keep working on expanding my business. It's still not very comfortable, meaning like because it's the growth of the business, and trusting even more on a deeper level that things will evolve, that this business will grow, and that it requires also my personal evolution and expansion of my light, and feeling that freeing, because that higher calling was a guide I was guided to actually create for especially women, to help them stand in their power and using their voice. And for me, it's an ongoing journey to really embody more of that and experience more of that, that real power of that light, and through power of the freedom, that it's not kind of in some kind of self-sacrifice or manipulation. So it creates a lot of discomfort because of all those years of that self-sacrifice. Even though I made a lot of progress of realizing and letting go and redirecting myself quicker from when the temptation of that self-sacrifice is becoming more imminent, because I'm not seeing the results that I like to see, that I'm like giving in to some empty promises out there, and actually recovering from some of that it took me some time to realize. I thought that somehow I will, with that self-sacrifice, make something, and I was just keep being redirected that no, it's not something that you can make it out of self-sacrifice. It gets to be from really expanding your light and really shining brightly, and without the self-sacrifice, without the manipulation, with experience of that true freedom. And that's what I get to experience, and that's what I get to share with the others and co-create together something like that. And those experience, even recent experience, guiding me to actually work on that, to start using my voice more to create a community. I do have a bit of a foundation of a community of Awakened Woman Club, and done the live broadcast there, and then doing those broadcasts on a weekly basis for quite some time, and becoming more active on the YouTube to start growing more of that visibility here as well, and sharing some messages with with some of the subscriber, and whoever will come across. I'm inviting you to subscribe if you feel that it might be of service to you, and put some comments and likes. That will also create more of that visibility for others to find those messages, that they're not alone, that yes, there is a big programming of that self-sacrifice, but there are people out there, and leaders and visionaries and heart center, who wants to co-create together something out of integrity, out of co-creation, through co-creation of expansion of the light and through freedom, and not some kind of contractions and manipulation that will benefit just one person. I been experiencing that for some time, that was keep redirecting me to create, to return back to more of the integrity, and not somehow forgetting about my core values of that, and not allowing, not giving my power away to others, because of that strong programming of self-sacrifice. If I self-sacrifice myself, then I can create a better results. Then I can really stand in my power. Then I can experience that freedom. It is hard to experience power, your own power, and the freedom through freedom when you keep self-sacrificing. You can get the glimpse of it when you start realizing and awakening to the potential that all that you do have power within, that you can experience through freedom within. And it means to somehow keep becoming more conscious, and realizing that it's time to let go of that self-sacrifice, and the only difference and true legacy you can build when you standing in your true power, when you using your voice, when you shining the light, your light, that feels fulfilling, and you actually shining that to others and making real difference for yourself and real difference for others, and can experience that freedom and help others, give them permission to experience that freedom through freedom within, and it could become a true legacy, and and really making that world a better place. So, without further ado, that's kind of the message I want to share around the light and the freedom today. And I looking for some visionary women who somehow becoming more conscious and awakened that it's time to lessen that self-sacrifice, that true power is not some manipulation or control, but coming from shining your light brightly from within and experience that true freedom from within, when that real difference can be made for ourselves and for the others. So feel free to reach out. There's possibly a way to make a comment at least and say light, and I somehow can reach out to you, or you can find me. There is a website, awaken-women.com, where you can also reach out there. So there are ways of communicating and connecting to explore the idea if we could co-create together and create that community and immunity to strengthen our resolve to withstand some manipulation and self-sacrifice, and keep expanding our light, and keep creating more of that freedom, and co-creating together, and making even bigger impact and difference for ourselves and others. So at this point, sending so much love, joy, peace, and light, and see you around. Take care.